I want to give a big thank you to Made Famous TV for interviewing me and being interested in what I'm up to in my life. Thank you very much, Made Famous TV.
Made Famous TV.
What's up? What's up? It's your girl Shamika, and you're now tuned into Made Famous TV. And right now, I'm sitting down with Dr. Troy Beyer, or Dr. Troy. How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. First of all, I want to thank you for taking time out of what I'm sure is a busy schedule to talk to me today. So I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. You know, when the invitation is nice, as your invitations have been, I can't say no.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, we try to come off kind of nice, you know.
Yeah, it works.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So when I saw that we were doing this interview, right, I was like, oh, Baby Doll from the Five Heartbeats.
That's funny.
I'm sure you get that a lot, right?
I do,
But
yes.
then I was looking more into your story and I became even more intrigued. So of course you go by Dr. Troy. So that says a lot in itself, right?
Yeah.
So you have a thing called Mindology Fitness.
Right. So Mindology Fitness is my business. Yes.
Okay. So tell me more about that.
So Mindology Fitness is a mental health program that's designed to support you in coming into complete coherence, whole person coherence, body, mind, and spirit. And the way that I've designed it is that we use really fun music and we dance and we do all these things that you would not normally think would have an impact on your psychology, but it actually does.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what, because you have a doctorate in clinical psychology.
Yes, that's correct.
What made you get into that?
Let's see. So I never made a conscious choice to become an actress or to be in the entertainment industry. It's something that happened by default.
Okay.
My mom was a single mom with two kids. Alvin Ailey was our next door neighbor. He was an inspiring dancer. So he had his finger on the pulse of what was happening, you know, on the New York scene in terms of theatrics. And he had auditioned for a show called Sesame Street.
Okay.
So he thought, maybe they might be interested in my mom's kids. So he asked my mom, he's like, why don't you take your cute kids down there to audition? So she did, and we booked it. And so I started on Sesame Street at 4, but I've spent my entire life, well, kind of, in the entertainment industry because I didn't know that I could do anything else. Just by default, I was an actress. So when I turned 42, I decided that I wanted to be something else when I grew up. I wanted to be someone who made a difference for humanity on a profound and measurable level. So I decided I'm going to go back and I'm going to get my bachelor's in psychology. I get my bachelor's in psychology and I'm like, I'll get my master's. I get my master's. I'm like, I'm not going to stop here. So that's what happened.
Oh, wow. So how was that, right? Going back to school at 42, a career change, right?
Yeah, it was exciting because all I'd ever done is act and write and direct. And so it was so great to be a part of that whole academia world and carry my books and, you know, do assignments and interact with my cohorts. And just, it was great. It was amazing. And I went to really great schools.
Okay.
I got my master's from Pacifica Graduate Institute, which is fabulous in terms of community and your education being a collaborative, eclectic experience. So it was great. I'm actually thinking about going back and getting my second doctorate. So we'll see.
Oh, really? You must really like the school experience.
I do. It's just I've taken so many classes. I'm so close to getting my PhD. I got my PsyD, and I'm just like a year away from just go ahead and getting my PhD. So I do love the experience, and if I can earn a few, you know, acronyms along the way, why not?
Right, might as well.
Right, exactly.
So, are you thinking about teaching or?
I will eventually teach for sure.
Okay.
I think when I'm in my 70s, I'll
Okay.
be a guest professor at different universities. But what I'm doing right now is using my knowledge and information to teach people how
Mhm.
to organically regulate their unwanted emotions. That's what my life is about. Listen, it's inevitable. Sometimes we'll have to swallow a pill to heal. But if I could teach you how to regulate an unwanted emotion, such as anxiety, organically in a matter of 3 seconds, are you interested in that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
right?
I am. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's the game I'm playing. I'm teaching people how to really organically regulate their emotions. And I do that with Mindology Fitness. And I'll
Okay.
continue to do that until I feel that I've reached everyone everywhere.
I love it. I love it because just being in the industry, and I haven't seen the side of the industry that you've seen, but in my mind, once you're in, it's like, hey, this is going to be it. So for you to realize that you have another calling,
Yeah, it was never it for me.
was there something in the industry that, and you don't have to get into any specifics if you don't want to, but was there something going on in the industry that helped you get to where you are now as far as realizing that this was your calling and your purpose?
So yeah, it's called failure and rejection, chronic rejection, like that'll wake a sister up.
Really?
I just was grinding 24/7, waiting for some casting director to validate my existence, to get me to the producers, to get to the producers, to get to the network, to get to the network, to maybe have a fan base. It's like, who wants to hustle like that 24/7?
Yeah, it's a lot. I can only imagine.
I
Right.
wasn't feeling it, exactly. And I love my sovereignty. I do my life the way I want to do it. And as an actress, I couldn't do that. I was always at someone else's beck and call. And even as a director, like my films were very successful, especially after the fact, like, in DVD and VHS, when we had VHS rentals and digital.
Right.
But then I couldn't even get an agent. I could not even get an agent to represent my scripts, or it was horrible. So here's the thing though, honestly, I'm so happy it happened because, I have a really profound relationship with failure. And it's
Okay.
great because that's how I know I'm in the game and I'm swinging my butt off. And, my failures were stepping stones, not stumbling stones. So I love that. I think everybody who ever told me no in Hollywood or shut the door in my face, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because what I'm doing now is so much more rewarding for me as a human being and as a spiritual being. So I'm just really grateful that I did not reach the level of stardom that I thought I wanted.
Wow, but that is, I mean, just to hear that, right? And of course, we only see what I call the highlight reel, right? So we see
Right.
you on camera and we're like, okay, well, she's successful. We don't see what's going on behind the scenes. So just to
Mhm.
hear you say that you experienced that kind of failure, I would never have known because you've had some pretty notable and memorable roles, right? So
Yeah, thank you. It's funny. Sheila E. posted something today, a meme that said, "Don't hate on somebody's wins. You don't know what they lost before they got to that win." I lost a lot. I lost a lot and I lost often.
really,
Yeah. So for every one gig I got, I lost at least 10. And living paycheck to paycheck, it was horrific. It was not a great experience for me.
wow. So are you still in acting, or do you still plan? Are you still pursuing it, or is it just like, if it comes, if it
I
happens,
don't
or
think so. I do want to do, I want to do Lena Horne's life story. I do want
okay,
to do that. I want to star in that. That would be the only thing that would probably bring me back out. I'm interested in doing like shows that are reality show based that have to do with mental health. Yeah.
okay,
And I love directing, so I might direct at some point. But to have here's the thing. Check it out, okay?
okay,
It's going to be my hobby. You know what I'm saying? If I go back
absolutely.
in that direction, it's because that's my hobby. What do you do? What are your hobbies? I act sometimes. I write sometimes. I direct. What do you do for a living? I teach people how to regulate their emotions organically.
I
That's
like
kind of
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and they say once it becomes a hobby, it won't be so stressful, and that'll probably be the moment that you really blossom into what you want to be or what you thought you would
Yeah.
be.
Needing it and wanting it are two different things for me. And I don't
Okay.
want to need that paycheck.
Gotcha.
That's a
Absolutely.
lonely road.
Absolutely. Well,
That's a
you
broke, lonely road.
is it really? I mean, you hear it, right? So you know there's some truth because as they say, everybody's not telling the same lie. But
Right,
I don't
right,
know. I
exactly.
guess it's just I don't know. But I mean, but you said you've had some failures, but you've had some successes, right?
Yes, and I'm grateful for both of them equally.
Yes. Baby doll. I'm sorry, I had to
Baby
get
doll,
that in
right?
one more
How about
time.
that? Isn't that cute?
Oh yeah. So do people still see you and say, "Hey, baby doll"?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, they
Does it?
do.
Do you ever get tired of it?
Never. Are you kidding? I'm so grateful for the opportunity it was to be in that movie. Oh my gosh. I mean, that is probably one of the best experiences of my life. I'll always be grateful to Robert Townsend for hiring me for that part. I loved
Really?
it. Yeah. I don't have any like resentment for what I've done. I am just so happy that I made a different choice for the second part of my life.
Right.
Because I have a lot of friends that are actresses that were like, they were just bawling in their day like I
Mhm.
was. And now what are they doing? They can't even get a regular job because they don't have a resume.
Yeah.
Like, what are they going to do? Work at Bloomingdale's?
Yeah. That I
The
never
grind
thought
is
about that.
real.
I never thought about that. I never thought about that. So how did you get that role as Baby Doll on the Five Heartbeats? How did that come about?
I was driving down Sunset Boulevard and Robert Townsend was in front of me in a convertible. He saw me in the rearview mirror. I think I was in a convertible as well. And I was like, hey. And he was like, and he looked, he was like, Troy. And I was like, yeah, hi. And I guess in that moment, when I said the way I said hi or something, he's like, that's Baby Doll.
Really?
So he contacted me. He said, I want you to come in. I want you to read with Eddie Kane Jr. I want to see if you guys have chemistry because I want you to be Baby Doll. Now, what he didn't tell me is that the role had originally gone to Whitney Houston and she pulled out at the last minute.
Oh.
And so the next option for Baby Doll was me. I'm like, I will take second to Whitney Houston any day, anytime. Thank you so much. What a compliment, right? That right there was just such a compliment. So
Wow.
yeah, I went and I read with Eddie Kane Jr. and we had a great time. We had so much fun. I remember that audition. It was just so good. And we were just improvising and it was really great. Robert's such a good director too. So it was good.
Really, really. Did you have any idea that what year did that movie come out in 92?
I
91?
think so, yeah, 92.
Almost 30 years later, people would still be around here singing nights like this. I wish that raindrops would fall.
I know, right? Yeah, because as a culture, we love music and we love entertainment and we love family and we love stories, and it has all
Mhm.
of those key elements. So yeah, I thought so. I thought so when we were filming it. I was like, this is really a beautiful, culturally accurate, relevant piece. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. One of my favorite films. I still got it on my DVR. You're gonna make me want to go watch it tonight. so
Yay! Oh, I should watch it too.
so you've had other roles as well, right? A Different World
Yeah.
or The
Yeah, yeah.
Cosby
I
Show.
played Monica for a second. The sun is so bright in my room. Sorry. Can you see me? I don't
Oh
mean to.
yes, you look gorgeous, but you know you're
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Well, thank you. I just feel like the sun is so strong right now. It'll move in like 5 minutes. It will be good. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, different world, the Cosby Show.
How were those experiences?
It was good. Bill Cosby was fun to work with. I mean,
Mhm.
I'll take the fifth after that. But being
Gotcha.
on the set with him was nice. He was very encouraging. And of course, I love the cast of both shows. It was wonderful. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I thought that because it took me a moment. I was like, wait a minute, she was in a different world and you were Monica. You were
Yeah.
Whitley's dad's girlfriend
Hmm.
that Whitley did not like or she
You
had to
know
get
what's
used to.
funny? Yeah. So Whitley's mother was Diane Carroll. So I was the other woman, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
but then I played Diane Carroll's daughter on Dynasty.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, so you and her have had like a had a pretty decent working relationship. It
Yeah, we
seems
also
like.
worked together in Five Heartbeats. Yeah. I
Oh,
got to spend time with her before she passed, so that was really nice. We went out to lunch and We hung out for a minute. It was lovely.
Pretty nice career she had. Just looking at you, I can't believe that, just talking about these roles you've had